Sustainability Summit 2025, taking a significant step towards integrating sustainability into tourism. The Federation of Hotel and Restaurant Association of India (FHRAI) is hosting the Tourism Sustainability Summit 2025. This platform provides an opportunity for in-depth discussion on the future of sustainable tourism, not just in India but globally. Let's take a look.
MP is the only state which has increased its forest cover in previous decades. So this ethos have been built into the tourism vertical as well. So we are trying to diversify the tourism portfolio. We are trying to make our destinations crowd-proof. We are trying to do all kinds of studies to ensure that the carrying capacities of our these kind of very sensitive places is not breached, and also we are working with the industry to help them, to facilitate them, to learn from them that how we can make tourism more sustainable, how we can involve the tourists also in contributing their bit to become responsible tourists. MP is the only state which has increased its forest cover in previous decades. So this ethos have been built into the tourism vertical as well. So we are trying to diversify the tourism portfolio. We are trying to make our destinations crowd-proof. We are trying to do all kinds of studies to ensure that the carrying capacities of our these kind of very sensitive places is not breached, and also we are working with the industry to help them, to facilitate them, to learn from them that how we can make tourism more sustainable, how we can involve the tourists also in contributing their bit to become responsible tourists.
I think our Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is making great strides and making sure that we're implementing that into every walk of life with his version of how India is today, Vasudeva Kutumbaka. We have pretty much opened our arms to the world, but he's also promoting internal domestic tourism, which is a big thing because we have 1.5 billion people and we ourselves are our own huge market. So between the two, India is going to surge as far as tourism goes, and sustainability is key. So today we saw the culmination of PHTCCI and the bodies that are the FH and RA. They are amazing because they are propagating the movement where it's necessary, and I think this is where we are headed to success.
The summit brings together all stakeholders, which is governmental agency, the government, the academia and the industry people, and also the non-governmental agencies who are into the field of sustainability. The idea is to firstly to communicate to the policy makers that yes, the industry is serious about sustainability, we are serious about our environment, we are serious about growth but not at the cost of the environment. And in that mission there is a constant research that is being made by our own Center of Excellence. There was a report that was released last year. There is a report that is released this year also. The report highlights the best practices. It in fact collates information from the champions in sustainability in our sector. It earmarks real points of areas where sustainability is essential. And finally, it says that all of this is going to be beneficial and it's not a cost or an expensive proposition. It's a proposition which will be beneficial to the hotel in long run, beneficial to our community, to our environment, and all of this is helping us much better in our policy advocacies with the government, so that we work in tandem. We want growth, and we want growth at a sustainable manner, and all of this is helping us to project ourselves with the government as to how we move forward in our quest for reaching the 3 trillion economy that we want to do by 2047. It can't be done if we are not sustainable.
Sustainability is all about respecting the environment, respecting the planet, the earth, which has given us this life, this place to live in, right? So yeah, I think as an artist, we would be there for this kind of a cause. It's so special and so amazing.
It's a big honor to be here in India at the Tourism Sustainable Summit. Well, there are so many best practices. Quite frankly, you have a few in this country. ITC hotels, for example, taking very bold action on energy renewal, waste management, water consumption and how they manage water. Lemon Trees Hotels, which is leadership in social responsibility, particularly in engaging those that are disadvantaged or those with disabilities into the workforce. There are so many best practices out there. Iberostar in Spain, who are doing some fantastic work on coastal tourism, and particularly on investments in coral reef restoration. To Accor Hotels, who are doing amazing work on planting trees and mangrove investments, to ocean investments. You know, I have the blessing of working with industry from all parts of the world, and I see the best of all. We have to look at sustainability in a holistic way. It's not just about the environment. We have to balance in the social dimension, the community dimension. And what we have in our alliance is we look at people, planet, place, and prosperity. And so by looking at that dimension, then you don't miss anything, because you can't look at each of these things on their own. We could be seen as an industry that is the guardians of nature, because we have a vested interest in ensuring that the destination or the planet survives. If the planet or the destination fails, I'm out of business as an industry. We're out of business. Nobody else can say that. We have a vested interest in making sure that succeeds.
Top 100 companies, when they decide to go and select a hotel for the conference, one of the key areas they look at from that hotel is that how much green practices the hotel adopts. So it's not only good for us for our businesses, it's good for the planet, it's good for our children, it's good for the future. So I think the awareness is there, and it's getting people are getting more aware by the day.
Today's industry and in where India is in tourism, there's a lot of knowledge gap. People are not aware of what the sustainable practices are. People are not aware as to what are the benefits of adopting sustainable solutions. The government, FHRI, in panels such as this is doing a fantastic job to educate all stakeholders that sustainable solutions is not only good for the environment, but it's also good for business. And we at Rhythm are able to really see that through much enhanced bottom lines and profitability once we've adopted a lot of sustainable solutions.
The guest who is paying 24,000, 40,000 rupees a night, how can you expect that he will support you? It's just today conference, one word is there, mindset. So how can you change the mindset of the guest when he's paying 24,000, 40,000 a night? And how can you expect from him that he will support you in energy saving, water saving, or other things? Give him some kind of rewards. Yes, you save this thing, we'll support you, we'll give you some rewards, or give him a kind of, as a respect regards, give him some kind of, okay, high tea with us, we'll give you the complimentary high tea. Some kind of incentives you have to give them.
This meaningful dialogue on sustainable tourism reinforced the commitment to making the hospitality industry more environmentally conscious and responsible. The summit set the tone for the greener and more sustainable future for the tourism sector. This is Niyati, One India.